Welcome back. It's still the choice on Equa Television, and I still have George Jakada, and then I have the General Manager, Tony Nakalium. So,
I'm right here.
yes. Earlier before we went on break, she raised some, because you made a vital point by saying if we said we as Nigerians, we are ending up, because I saw one caption that someone posted something and said, this is what we asked, and this is what we ordered, and this is what. So now, are you trying to say we are the system, or the system is failing us? I just want to find a clarification, and then we have a direction, so that from the grassroots, then we can discard it.
In my opinion, Solo, people elect these people. The people you want and the people you don't want. They are elected into your office. The way you can go.
Okay, I know you always say, particularly voters turnout. I listened to you several times talk to vote. Are we trying to say that this election there's a voter apathy?
Let's not even look at it in that direction.
Okay.
But let's say registered.
Registered. Then we have 80,
how many people collected their PVCs?
87 million.
87 million.
Okay. How many people voted?
From drawing from INEC's result, I think 30% of the...
How long does it take to rig election done by 97 or 98 or 100 million people? How long does it take? An hour? No. A day? No. 2 days? No.
Okay.
People tell you, even when we vote, it will not count. But you see, it is your responsibility, sir. It is your drug. Take it, swallow it. It might be a bitter pill, but registered, accredited voters, you have 25,286,616 people. It's bad, sir. It's not good for politics. It's not good for democracy.
But don't you think something is wrong somewhere? Because drawing from the number of the registered voters at 93.4 million and 87 million before the election collected their PVC, like drawing from this number and then accredited voters, now according to INEC, that these are the ones that are captured by the beavers now.
Yeah.
Don't you think something is wrong somewhere? Because we have situations in some polling units where about 3,000 people are registered and they came out to vote. But the beavers captured only about 700 people. So is it a problem of turnout, or there's something wrong in the system? Because we've seen turnout in different locations.
Let me ask you something, Joyce. I need you to guess now. You might not know the exact answer, but guess how many people do you think did not come out to vote?
If I'm going by the 87 million.
No, going by your intuition now.
Well, I don't think those people that will not go out will be up to 10%.
Which is like 9 million.
I think about that.
9 million. Okay. 9 million. If 9 million people did not vote, so in your opinion,
a disenfranchised, like in my opinion, something is wrong somewhere.
There is no way possible that 10 million people did not vote or 20 million people did not vote and an alarm was not raised. My opinion as well.
Okay.
We cannot totally blame politicians. How many politicians do we have?
Not even up to 10% of our population.
Which is very... Are they up to 10 million?
No.
Okay, in one state, how many politicians can you have? How come they are always stronger than the people? The people are not united. Such. These things will not be happening. And I want us to start thinking as Nigerians. We should start thinking, how do we come back to be united? Wow. If two-party system is what will help us, let's do two-party system. If more accurate in some people's thinking concerning my about my with my analysis. But there is no way the people will come out completely to vote, completely, and then you do something. The people will stand against that. And let me assure you, the people that are saying they are not coming out to vote next Saturday, I think is a wrong decision.
Sure.
Come out and vote. But as a Nigerian, when you vote, snap the result, the original result, snap it. So that we can also have, as a people, we can have a collation center online, as usual.
Yes.
Because the reporters of this election online, they are more than the people that voted. People, us that are not politicians, Democrats, we have just been. He was not the president that was duly elected. You understand? So, but we just accepted. You will not be having that, sir. You will not have as much problems, as much issues. Where Anthony Siako Yaro contested, you start rigging that kind of process. Important that we keep calling on people to turn out. Don't say because of how it went this time, we will not come out. Yeah, that's him on the screen. Don't say we will not come out.
Studying.
Yes, before coming out.
He's a senator-elect.
Yes, of Gombe South. You understand? And then the former senator that was there for 8 years. The person that contested with him contested for 8 years. He was in office. He was a senator for 8 years. And he lost it to the person that was there, BK Amos. And right now, BK Amos is going out. Expectations on the Siako person I have not seen such expectations. That man literally won every polling unit.
Over 8,000.
800 compared to 30-something thousand. She's over 50,000. It was credible. It was free. It was fair. Of course, a lot of things were, coming up, but we are curbing things down. As things came up, we curbed them.
Sure.
So Tony Siako cleared it. Unfortunately, of the people who exercised their franchise. About 6 governors could not scale through to become senators in Nigeria.
Incumbent.
Including power of incumbency. To disregard what happened. And look at the positive side. It doesn't take one night to bring about a change. It takes several nights. It takes several years. So it's representing me. People are living in anguish. And people that are not any seat. But I know how many people call me. Say we have not eaten today. I know how many people call me. I want to go to this place. I don't even have transport. I was called for a job interview. I'm not on any seat, sir. Meanwhile, constitutionally, there is someone that should be there dealing with such plights. But the people fail. People are saying, look, this presidential election, it will surprise all of us. And it did. I will not, and I know the people I've told, if they are watching, they should remember that I told them. I said it will surprise a lot of people. Some people say, leave Peter Oman, should go and rest. That is your opinion. Politics is not viewed that way. A lot of things transpired while you were asleep. So the plans were executed and you woke up in the plans. So that means as politicians are having sleepless nights, Nigerians should also have sleepless nights. Happen. Negative things.
Well,
we have seen where people lost even in their own polling units.
True.
That says even on the day of election, you couldn't be there to buy water for people. On the day of your election, sir, some politicians are even stingy to themselves. A lot of people had good plans. A friend of mine told me his plans of how he would win elections. I said, that's a good plan. I said, what is the strategy of deploying this plan? He said, do I need a strategy? I said, okay, go and see how plans will work on its own. Sir, a brand new car is like a plan. Without gas in it, it's not going anywhere. The gas is a strategy. And politicians should know. They will always emerge because people are wising up.
Sure.
There is no lie you will tell people now that has not been told that they will fall for anymore. So, if you are watching this show, come out on the 11th and vote again. Whether they counted your vote or they didn't count your vote. I voted, sir. I snapped all the parties I voted for. All the candidates that I voted for. I snapped it. I even did a video. I have it on my phone. You can never, ever, people say, vote my this fact. I'm sorry to use that word, but there are people who you are even campaigning for. They think that you are being economical with the truth. These people, they will vote us. If they don't vote us, we'll buy it. Somebody brought money to one of the polling units that I observed. He was sharing the money. Sharing. They will smile. They will laugh. They will hug you. They will even post you.
Oh.
But you know that what they call that secret ballot system, that's what will work against you. Sir, there is no amount of vote buying that can bring a bad person in Nigeria going forward. We have seen it.
But you talked about his voting was the first that media took, and then trying to say, okay, now the system have kickstarted because the number one citizen have voted, and then from there he showed his.
Is not the way I understand it is not a must that you must hide it. If you want people to know who you voted, there are people who snapped and posted. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. The secret ballot system is for you, just so that people don't see in case you don't want anybody to see what you are doing. But if you want it public,
prohibit that.
That people don't have to know who you are voting.
Yes.
So the president has violated the Electoral Act. Is people snapped what they did. Me, I have my own as evidence. In case I promised you my vote and you said I didn't vote you, I can just bring it out and tell you, this is it. This is what I have done. But I think, honestly, regardless, it will be difficult, sir, to rig. It's not impossible. Every election in the world is rigged. But it will be difficult. Imagine that we have 200 million registered voters in Nigeria, and they all came out to vote. One day will not be enough for us to vote.
Sure.
No. Without voting. INEC must not come to you. You can dial star 732 star. If your candidate is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 star 005 and send. You have done your vote. Basis, whether it is hacked or it's not hacked, you can go back to the original result. You don't even have to do a national collation center. You don't have to, sir. Everybody will monitor it virtually. Think about it. We are broadcasting from Nigeria. Earlier, somebody called us from Ghana. Did we go to? If the government wants to do it, she will do it. If a government says, we don't want to do this, they will not do it, sir. They will not do it. We have watched a lot of things, like a lot of water have gone under the bridge, sir.
Instances, like I will still maintain during this 2023 election, we've seen how that especially the National Assembly election, how that the people's choice was playing out. No wonder some of the big wigs, even sitting governors, lost a merged winner. Even the Okada rider in Kaduna South that nobody expected that, so the likes of people like that emerge at the end of the day. Nigeria as a country is a democratic nation, and no one that we have to emerge. And that is why, just like you say, we are against the school of thought that say I'm not coming out to vote because I don't believe in the system vote. I think I would like you to talk about this factor, which is unity, coming together, agree, lose to even people that are candidates that shouldn't emerge, or people that shouldn't become leader. Now, how can we build this bridge of unity and then in electing leaders and ensuring we get things right?
It's called purpose. It's called purpose. What do you want as a community? It has nothing to do with the human being there. What do you want as a community? I toured around Gombe. If you put to
where everyone can view it, your problem is the INEC chairman, Mahmoud, and his cabinet. They are the problem that we had in this election. So let there be a system. Let's agitate for a system where electronically people can, even if it's at the polling unit, we use the beavers. Once you put your thumbprint for any party that you desire, and it's uploaded directly, you can see your vote uploaded directly. Other people can also monitor your vote directly. It will be hard for them to not count. It is quite unfortunate.
Thank you so much.
So I just want to give my own little contribution. But let there be a voice. Let's agitate. Nobody will be able to sit down and say, this system will, okay, how many votes so person will do? Somebody will just come that has collected money and say, APC go. But we are surprised to hear a different result in Abuja there. And there's nothing we can do about it. We don't have a voice. Even what I'm saying now, I'm just saying it. Nobody is listening. It will not change anything. Please, my own, I just call to keep telling Nigerians, let us agitate for the fact that this ballot, whatever, just like what Oga was saying now, Oganale, we say, okay, it's secret ballot. The president decides to, the president decides, okay, I don't even understand why during when he was taking some print, he and his wife, I do whatever, they were covering everything. I don't even see the importance of that is Babariga covering everything. And then at the end, he brought it out to show. I don't know why he did that. He has his own reason. But for me, this secret
coming emotional.
You see, my point exactly is when you understand the plight of your people and you campaign in that direction and you deliver. So you can, if it's Nigeria, you can remain on that throne for as long as you want. They stopped doing what they were doing for the people, or they started doing something that the people did not understand. Because once you find a Messiah, it's like they tell you that there is a different person from Christ. Did the person die Christ and follow that Messiah? But if you have not done half the things that Christ has done for me and you're asking me to vote you, sir, why are people, what do you call people that are easily convinced about something? There are people that are easily convinced. They say, we are voting you, sir. And then somebody comes overnight and say, do you know that this person is spending your money doing this, and these are all political propaganda. Not be great. Now, look at the people like Anthony Siako. Hello, Mr. Joel from Nsuka.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Joel from Nsuka. Is Mr. Joel there? I'm sorry I keep bringing that instance up because I witnessed it. That's what they were telling us then. He has given us this material. It took him 6 years to plan for this with his money. Now that he's a senator, don't you think the people in their own? And that is why some of us keep telling him, sir, expectations are built. Because it's something that plays, that is also, because we are looking at as a leader. We are looking at this. The people that did not vote you, you say you are not going to develop their place. The state is just there. There will be no division.
Yeah, I want to contribute what Hallelujah says earlier. Because opposite command secondary, someone enters an INEC office there, he will reach, they are escorting him until he entered Naraguta Secondary School and hide. You didn't do anything.
Paul, for calling, and you have made your contribution. Act, right? It's not vote of military men dealing with people who snatch ballot boxes, dealing with. I even saw one that was they destroyed everything, and when they were leaving, he held a gun, and I saw the policemen came out and they gunned him down. They had to shoot the guy. So, see, sir, if we are looking at how we pick in unison, sir, there is no way we expect that they will just change. No. I heard earlier that there's protests going on in Abuja. Are protesting. Now, do we always have to of Nigeria's money? Do you know how much? If you start looking, where 300 billion is not small money, sir. Like I will always say, you don't know a rich man by how much he has. You know a rich man by how much he spends. So let's ask. Security operatives tried. It was tranquil. It was peaceful. But look, President Muhammadu Buhari came out to say, you can vote whoever you want from any party and all of that. And Nigerians believe that is the voice, the number one voice in the country. What to say, vote anywhere, and INEC is promising you that the beavers, you cannot cheat, you cannot do this. This is how the beavers will work. They will not fail you, and the president comes out to icing the cake. Go and vote whoever you want. See, well, few people did. It's always in their character.
We have another caller, James calling from Kaduna. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Please make your contribution.
All right, I must say I'm enjoying your people, especially the thought force. Hitherto people have been thinking that it's either PDP or APC, but the coming of Labour Party into the fray has actually opened people's eyes, and you can see it's like a tsunami. But the issue was that at the point of uploading the results, a lot of things happen, and this is already undermining the. So I don't know. We've been trying on our own level or at our own level to encourage people not to give up. Perhaps things will get better. So I don't know. Maybe we should keep talking. As for the issue of displaying your vote, seeing that, okay, the president is going in this direction, let me align with him. I don't feel it's pertain well to the electoral law and the democracy we are practicing in Nigeria. When the results were declared, you can see that no celebration anywhere. Kaduna is just as calm and quiet as anything. We hope this will not discourage people from coming out. If about 87 million people collected PVC, and then the total number of people who voted never experienced it that way in the previous elections. So I don't know how INEC register is not actually adding up.
He said not actually adding up. Beavers recorded how many people? Beavers how many people were accredited for this election? 25
million plus.
Right? Yes. Okay. So you are on the point. So if the power, this even explains the power, the extent to which we planned to rig, or I planned to rig, or this thing was planned to rig, to be thrifty about this election. Everybody will just say his own based on who finally emerged as a winner. But in every party, what party did not give bribe? Whether directly or indirectly. That's doing something thrifty. What party did not go outside is going on now in the north? They say the northwest, they betrayed us. They betrayed us. The northwest, they betrayed us. That's what everybody is saying. But sir, If you check the primary election of the PDP, it was a kingpin from the Northwest that stepped down for a particular candidate, Atiku Abubakar. Stepped down did not even win in his own state. That is why I would always say our political calculations may not necessarily be right. I must not accept your calculations. Because, sir, next month you even start buying things and then you see wedding card. Of course, you know what your name is. And it's not your name that is written on the card. Since God made man, it has not been in the man that he made. And that is why a lot of politicians came back. A lot failed. You disregarded, like I said earlier, you disregarded the plight of the people and you damned the consequences. You looked at us as regular aspirants that are warming up for next election. We are going to be bringing aspirants. We are going to be talking with aspirants. We are going to send people. What do you think your hope is?
We have another caller, Andrew from Abuja. Good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Too well, but go ahead and make your contribution.
Okay, I said that's just my contribution.
So much, Andrew. He said we shouldn't give up on our country. Nigeria is our country. I just wanted to contribute to add up to his comment because we're in a time of peril. We can't take that away. Like children, unemployment, and all of that. Nigerians have suffered from bad leadership over time. Like it's been over 20 years of democracy, but yet like people cannot even enjoy it. Go some places, people don't even have access route. Even when they farm, they don't even have access route to transport their farm products. Like, and then you talk about basic amenities like health and all of that. They have leaders, yet they can't provide all confidence already in the system and the process. And gubernatorial election is coming up on the 11th of March. I want you to speak to the conscience of Nigerians.
Okay. Before I speak to the conscience of Nigerians, Joyce, I would like to ask you a question.
Please, it's quiet.
You can almost hear a plant grow.
I think that is an answer.
I said I made a statement earlier, and I think no call should interrupt us on this one. I made a statement earlier, sir. Primary health care is not development. Road is not development.
Paying salary.
Paying salary is not development. Teacher, and you did road and you said I developed this road. You are not anything, sir. If you brought a clinic, we should not clap. You asked for the position to do it. You are given the position, you did it. Why are you expecting appreciation? That if they don't appreciate you, you say these people are very, very greedy, they are selfish. I did this, they did not appreciate me, I'm not doing anything there again. They are ungrateful. Nobody is meant to clap for you. They should eat whatever they want to eat. Should they work? They should enjoy. Everywhere should be tagged. Go and check every regime. It's not just APC. PDP ruled for how many years? 16 years, right? 16. And then APC ruled for 8 years. Because Tinubu is not sworn in yet. Plus 8, 24 years. Let's go back and calculate the budget of every year for the past 24 years. And measure it up to the projects that we have seen. If we try, we can only see 20% of this amount put to use. If we try. Only brag of maybe 20% of this. Sir, if it was 50%, you and I and our children would have felt it. Everything are you not surprised? Kidnap stopped. Suddenly, are you not surprised? Banditry stopped. Suddenly, are you not surprised? Killing stopped. Suddenly, are you not surprised? The roads are safer. if there is any human being in this country, there is nothing to fear. In recent times,
Yes.
that means someone somewhere knows his responsibility and he has done it for selfish reasons.
By Naira.
It's the same country that you cannot even transfer. I did a transfer recently. Over a week, the money did not deliver. It was yesterday I transferred money to 7 people. So I was checking. I saw everybody's alert and they called. So I said, this is very unlike this guy. Let me check. Just who sent me money? And then I checked. I saw RVSL, reversal. This guy had been waiting for this money for over a week. And he reversed, I didn't even know. Sir, where are we going to? Before the change of the Naira, did you increase the bandwidth that will accommodate everybody? Even the election. You brought a portal where people can access information of the results. But you did not do what is adequate. You didn't have people that was, because anything you build, there is admin, there is the end user. We are the end users. So if anything happens, a mail is automatically sent to the admin. Your phone, if I log in to your email, it tells things. Hausa people say, if the person saying it is a fool, the person listening is not a fool. There are better ways these things could have been done. Now, we are going into election. If someone is credible, vote him back. If he's not credible, vote him out. That there's nothing wrong. Sir, you have seen what happened. There are a lot of things you are not happy about. Identify the people that did what you're not happy about. Vote them out. It's that simple. It's that simple. God has a part to play.
And I will agree. I agree with you.
Am I done talking to their conscience?
Okay.
You've said it all.
Who had instructed his family members not to come out and vote. I want, if you are still watching, sir, please, I'm pleading, call them to go and vote. Vote against what you don't want. Vote against what you don't want. That is the only way out.
That's true.
By staying, because the man who is good will continue to be good. The man who is bad, he doesn't have conscience. So come out and vote. Come out and vote. I will be in my state to vote. There are 3 strong candidates that are out. 3 people are strong. And there are stuff about these people. Everybody hears what he wants to hear. But I am saying, your approach as a contestant in this election determines whether you win or not. And already, the result is very clear. You cannot want to be a governor and then you are approaching the election or the procedure as though you want to be a councillor or a chairman in a local government. No, you can't. It's not, you can't do that. Your capacity shows from when you are contesting. People will fail the election woefully and they will come out to say it has been twisted. No. Trace it back to your campaign promises. Sir, quote me anywhere the day, and don't forget what opponent is doing. I will be busy telling you what I want. I don't even have time. I will be busy telling you what I want to do. I would be constructive. I would be objective about my campaigns. If I tell you, okay, there's no money in Nigeria right now. If I have plans of how the money should come, why should I beg? So it has not come. How can I do for the money to come? That is all I'm going to tell you. And I will leave you with your own conscience. But you come out and say, I come out. No, sir, that's not campaign. Campaign is you come out and say what you want. What you want to do. How you plan to do it. Disregard the man that is not working, hammering. You cannot go and be, the governor is a sitting governor. You are challenging him. You don't have as much resource. I'm not just talking about Gombe. I'm talking about all the states. Because our election platforms are littered with dual. It's not healthy for the upcoming. There are people who want to be politicians like you tomorrow. and then you are laying bad antecedents. Be objective.
Come out and cast vote, which is already setting a wrong foundation.
I can't do that for my children, no matter how desperate I am. That. See, sir, when you say a law is set, it's not government's responsibility to protect the law against us. Let's stay away.
Yeah.
But let's be the ones to enforce the law. Please do not urinate here. That's where you want to urinate. Cars should not park here. That's where you want to park. You kidding? We should start. Go to terminus now. There is a market. There is a road that has been turned to a market. There is nothing government did not do. It's legal for everybody to trade, but don't trade the wrong way. But you know what? I was on that same street. The place was quiet. That means it's possible for us to avoid that and protect the law. So Nigerians, come out, vote. Vote the person you want. Something votes accumulatively in the whole country of 90-something million people. The person is proud he contested. The people who voted, they are proud they voted. The House of Reps, National Assembly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is the choice on Equa Television, and then the right back. Yeah, welcome back. Just remember that we are still on Facebook and YouTube as well. Just drop. And sir, you talked about the issue of plan without strategy. Is more like it's just an empty plan. And I feel if you hear from the response of Nigerians as they call, it's like from there we'll now see what happened. And it's like now the plan is being on the 11. Why should we? Even if we come, it won't really matter. You know, it won't count. So for that, but the question now, sir, like you say, what is the strategy that we're supposed to employ? Particularly, one man in the village will understand this strategy, and then we'll be able to,
like you said, bad governance rather.
Bad governance.
If we don't like somebody, you can't sit at home and kick the person out. The people that are not doing good.
Well.
You have like forms of representation, and then the presidential. We have done the National Assembly and the presidency. The presidential.
So it's narrowing down to.
It's narrowing down to where your power can be heard. It's narrowing down. Now, but when it comes to implementation at the state level, that is when you should push your members to go and implement. Judiciary and these three arms of government, you have the legislature, you have the judiciary, and you have the executive. Somebody sent me something and said, please, this prominent person is your friend. Give him this document. Let them do something about it. He said, at the National Assembly, this bill has been passed. We need states to endorse it. This state is quiet. This state is quiet. We have 18, is there about 18 or 17? We have Haga calling from Bauchi. Haga, how are you? How is Bauchi today? What do you have to contribute on the show?
We are very thankful for this station because he's sitting here eating us. And we thank God for the presenter. Man is saying the truth and the fact. Nigerians are angry to vote because before I myself, I think that I will not go out again. And even my husband, even my children will tell them not to vote again. Because yesterday I was watching, this is what you did, that as Kano people were there, they are presenting their vote, their state oath. You will know that this is just rubbish because they are saying that we went there and increase the number again. and come back and come and give, and they did not tell them anything. I said that it is true. As you are saying that is because that's the fact. So this is my little contribution, but we know that God is watching and God is seeing and God will reward us. We believe that our prayer and fasting will never go in vain. We believe that God will. May God bless you people and may God bless us all. May God bless our country, Nigeria, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, your contribution, Ma, is not little. You said little contribution. This is not little. We will all be sad. You see, sir, everybody is tired of bad system. I would say for like the 50th time on the show, we are not against the APC candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that was pronounced read about is how he came on board. That's what we are worried about.
The process.
How did he come on board? Free and fair?
Revisit the.
Let's revisit the procedure, because how can it be possible that 90% of the people are saying they don't like the procedure? It's not predicated on who is my president. No. It's God that keeps me. It's not who my president is, sir. Because if it's based on who our presidents are, how many of these good presidents have we had in Nigeria? We would all have been. He will continue to the end.
Hallelujah,
we have a call. Hallelujah is calling back.
Yes, Oga Tony. I greet you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
In respect to the gubernatorial election that is coming on Saturday. You know, a lot of people are discouraged from going to cast the votes, but I want to encourage them. Under a Bala Blue government over there, than to have a Bala Blue president and a blah blah governor. So for us, we have the Bala Blue over there. We know that our own governor is going to utilize it to bring about the development and the changes we need on the plateau. But if we relax without going to vote for the right person, candidate, that is quote and unquote, if our vote will count this time around, at polling units for certain things until it is done right. So I charge everyone, let's not be discouraged, at least for the sake of plateau, for the sake of peace upon the plateau, and some other things that we are trusting God for. Let us come out, vote for the right person, ensure the right person is there, leader, that will be a blessing to plateau people and to the church as a whole. So that is my little contribution. Yes, there is discouragement, but let's summon courage.
Thank you so much,
and give it a go. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We have a lot of comments. Laubayum, we really thank God for the success of the election. I'm always proud of you guys. Gombe South, congratulations once again, Honorable Anthony Tiakwaro. This is, of course, from Gombe. It was the best experience ever here at Gombe. Is it all about Gombe? Congratulations, Gombe South. Wow. Keep up the good work. That's Phineas Steven. Keep up the good work. Talking about Solomon Sambo Sabi. There's GT Billy. The election was conducted peacefully, successfully in Gombe South. Some said it was rigged in their states, but in Gombe South, the election was conducted peacefully and successfully, as I said earlier. We have a lot of comments that people should just go there, go to the page and read. So if we are looking for a progressive Nigeria, we come from a bad source. Only God knows. The Tinubu that we are saying we don't want, maybe he's the Messiah, maybe, I don't know. Because for God to allow him to be announced, we will wait to see why God did that. We will wait to see that. I hope I will be able to come out of this studio successfully.
We have Simon calling from Kaduna.
Okay, Simon, how are you? How is Kaduna today?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon.
We can hear you well.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead, Simon.
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Go ahead, Simon. Good afternoon.
Okay. Firstly, you guys are doing a fantastic job over there. And we in Nigeria, we really appreciate you guys. That is if he will still be the INEC chairman. Coming. Even though he's not in the television right now, but I believe that there are people that are watching us right now that can be able to give you what I just want to say. Yes. They should not even disturb Nigerians by telling us that we should go to the polling unit to go and vote. What they should just do is that and then they will now announce it. That is it. I think it will be very simple, because what the people voted for, that is not what we saw today taking place in the collation room in Abuja. As I'm talking to you, I live in Kaduna, where I voted for. We saw where the numbers, how they are being counted. What we saw there, honestly, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I went so far to with a friend of Togo, even when I was telling him that this time around, Nigeria election is going to be unfair because of what the INEC told us, and even the government, the present government, they promised Nigerians that they will do everything possible to prove. I'm so surprised that things went this way. I'm disappointed and I'm ashamed, seriously, to call myself a Nigerian.
Thank you very much, Simon. I think people should disregard what happened and let's keep hope alive. It's a good day to be a Nigerian, I guarantee you. Let's keep hope alive. Let's keep trusting God, because God knows. He knows. If he allows something, it's for a purpose. He knows. So let's trust God that this is what is best for us. And it's up to you. Anybody that wants to go to court, we cannot stop them. But we should not start making statements like we are afraid, we are ashamed of being Nigerians and all of that. Proudly, we should be Nigerians. We are not the ones bastardizing the system.
Sure.
We did our own part. We went to vote. Our vote did not count. But we did our own responsibility. We owned up to our own responsibility. So I think that is what is best. That is in the battlefield. He does not retreat until the battle is over. The battle will be over on Saturday. So let's go back and show them Pepe. Let's go back and show them Pepe.
Yes.
If APC is your party, be proud of it. Be proud of APC. If you to do PDP, no. Do your mind. Honestly. This is just the bitter truth. People will not like this statement, but go ahead and vote the person, even if you think that's the only vote. Go and vote your candidate. So 4 years is a long time. A lot of people will be dead. A lot of people will be old. They can't even walk. A lot of people, I know we assisted one man.
Let's pick up on
He became old and he could not see. So we had to assist him to the polling booth where he could cast his vote. Ima, how are you? How is Bauchi today?
Bauchi change a little bit because we have a very good governor like Mr. Yagudu. Thank you very much. Yes, why I call in to contribute is there's something that you said. I didn't vote Tinubu, but for him to be announced, maybe, let me just say practically, but whom I never like at all is Atiku. But for those two candidates that emerged, I know it's so painful, but let's give God a chance. Let's see what this man can do. Because this Tinubu that you see is very intelligent and he's not somebody that can be maneuvered. Why did I vote him?
Yes, sir.
Who asked me that question, Abeg?
It's me on the
Why didn't I vote? Why didn't I vote? Why didn't I vote who? Is it Tinubu?
Yes, you said he's intelligent and you didn't vote him.
Yes, wait now. I said I love Obi. I okay, let me give my vote to Obi. You understand?
Yes.
Tombola. Now, so the thing didn't go to 777 the way I wanted. Then I just said, okay, since Tinubu is my... Because this court, as Obi said, that you didn't have trust in the judiciary. It's just the truth. I know we have so many courts in Nigeria, not these our regular courts. There is court that we can protest. You understand? So thank you very much. But when this your China friend came on board this morning, it was written all over her. The anger was pronounced. The blue face is just pronounced all over her. So just take it easy. Tinubu will work for us very well, okay? And maybe you can pay back our China loan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Imam from Bauchi, who loves Tinubu but didn't vote him. He said Nigerians are watching you and they will fish out whatever they want to use from your points.
Sure. Yeah.
Honestly, we must unify ourselves. We must gather and stop seeing Nigerians. If we love the person that is on seat, we must support the person. If we don't and let the person be on his own, we'll be in trouble. But I will not stop calling on every Nigerian to go out on Saturday, go and vote. If they count it, fine. If they don't count it, you have voted. Thank you very much.
So someone will
everybody on
just
the
go top to
yeah.
bottom. So maybe he would have to.
Amechi calling from.
Hello?
Amechi, how are you doing today?
Fine, I'm doing fine.
What is Mina?
Fine, to vote. Just the way we did last Saturday. Don't you know that if a spoiled tooth, if it's a diseased tooth, it's not for the mouth, it can affect others. You are hearing me?
Yes, say that again.
If you don't remove a bad tooth from the mouth, it will spoil the rest teeth.
Okay,
As
yeah.
far as we are concerned, what we voted, the person who voted is not the very person back to pull him on Saturday to vote again, when we have not seen the exact result of what the one who have voted. They are trying to impose somebody on us, and if we keep quiet, it will continue. Let me tell you something. If an anathema, the very person who voted is not the very person that won. And how did he come about that? If we keep quiet and go and vote for governorship, that means we have accepted that decay that is already in Nigeria. We have to do something about it. I am against the issue of asking people to go and vote when we have not actually actualized the one we have done. We want to see the end of the one we have voted, so that when we are coming out next time, we should be able to tell that we will never beat our chest and say we have done something reasonable. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mechi, thank you so much. You saying that people should not come out and vote, I don't think it's a nice idea, because we didn't get it, or they didn't give them Mina. Went around all over, because we saw the statistics where each candidate did well, and you are expecting them to do well in every state, because the law says you must have 2/3, of a majority, and then 25% in 2/3 of the state, 26 plus federal
including
capital.
FCT.
Yes, so I just feel it is very key. It's very important for all of us to come and then make a point. The main thing I think now is for the electorate to know, where did we get it wrong? Like we said earlier, okay, some were tricked. They were like, okay, see, result pasted, on the polling unit, and they were so disappointed. This time around, that means a strategy for that polling unit. Don't allow anybody to go. Everybody should be an agent for his vote. No, for his vote. Be an agent for your vote. Snap it and then hold it, and then wait and see the final result.
Well, our time is fast spent, and I think we need to draw the curtain at this point. It is up to us to make to get the nation that we desire. For a better Nigeria, we must all participate in the process. Do not get discouraged. We'll come back after the break.